G'day guys and welcome to Raging Rhino. It's time for episode 6 of season 2 of The Bad Batch. This episode is called Tribe. Now, if you've been keeping up to date with my reviews, I think that this series so far has actually been pretty lame and pretty boring. The last 2 episodes have pretty much just felt like filler. The first 3 episodes, it kind of felt like they were trying to set something up, but it hasn't really connected to anything at this point in time. Now, we'll see in the next couple of weeks if any of these next episodes actually connect to any of those previous episodes. But as I mentioned, the first 5 episodes have felt really lame, really boring, and I mean, it's Disney Star Wars after all, so what do you really expect? Anyway, let's get straight into this episode. If you're new here, you get to see my reactions as I'm watching it, or at least some of them, and of course, you get to see and hear my review at the very end. Let's get into this episode. Back to chain codes. Another Disney creation.
There's something off about this place.
Yeah, I bet you feel that there's something off about it.
Me neither.
What are you gonna do? Go somewhere? Of course, just wander off. This is what I'm talking about. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate her. Another Jedi youngling survivor.
Those droids are after him. Come on!
Oh, come on! I find it funny that she just happened to run off in this massive space station and she just happens to walk into the one room that they're torturing some Wookiee. And she just happens to have the kind-heartedness to save him.
The cause of that blaster fire is either Echo or Omega. Most likely Omega.
Yeah, most likely Omega. That entire space station, and Omega just happens to find the Wookiee in the right spot. So lame like that.
Kashyyyk.
Oh my god, they mentioned Order 66! Looks like we're going to Kashyyyk. Oh my god, are we gonna see Chewbacca? We're gonna see Chewbacca!
Eye out for him. Keep that laser sword hidden.
Oh, he had to reference it as a laser sword. The clones know what they are. They know that they're lightsabers. Every single person, even the droids in that space station, couldn't shoot straight. Oh, it's a Wookiee riding a giant mouse. Another female leader. Oh wow. Oh, they finally hit a shot. That's it. That's the episode. Oh boy. Okay, so they're pretty much on a mission to transfer some fake chain codes to these droids. So they basically take them there. This sets up the entire story. The fact that they were told to stay with the ship and guard the ship. And Omega, of course, just walks away and finds this Wookiee being tortured, Gunji, or whatever the fuck its name is. Another Jedi survivor, sorry, I should say. He basically gets rescued by them. They kill all the droids. I don't know what happens to the deal with the chain codes or anything like that. The droids basically say that the Wookiee is valuable to them alive, to their buyer. Obviously, it's got something to do with the Empire. The buyer is somebody to do with the Empire, you would think. Being that obviously they want the Jedi dead and all of that sort of thing. Like I said, this is the space station that Omega just happens to walk away and walk into this room that's got the Wookiee being tortured. It's just the perfect scenario. Perfect for them. They end up going to Kashyyyk. We didn't get to see Chewbacca, unfortunately. I'm sure a lot of people would have liked to have seen that. A lot of the SEALs would have loved to have clapped their hands again. They find out that the Trandoshans are there with the Empire, basically destroying Kashyyyk and destroying the Wookiees and to some degree enslaving them, but you don't really see any of them actually enslaved. I don't know whether or not that's even a thing in Disney's Star Wars. And of course, there's multiple circumstances and scenarios where it just ends up being, like I said, just ridiculous. It's just all plot moving stuff. Like, you know, they've got to bring this in so that they can move the plot forward. So, of course, Gunji uses the lightsaber to take down some of these tanks. And because of that, they find out that there's actually a Jedi survivor on Kashyyyk. At least the reinforcements that arrive, these ones here. They're like, oh, Jedi scorch marks. Lightsaber scorch marks. Oh, and the other thing too is Hunter calling it a laser sword. I just think it's just Dave Filoni's way of I don't know what it is. The clones know what they're called. Hunter, Wrecker, all of them know that it's a lightsaber. He would just say, make sure you keep that lightsaber hidden. Because we don't know what Imperial occupation we have on Kashyyyk. But no, he's got to call it a laser sword. They basically meet up with this small clan of people. Of course, the leader is another female. Just because... Now, again, I do want to point out in saying that statement that I don't have a problem with female leaders, but again, it's such a pushed thing in Disney Star Wars, and every episode that we've had where there's a leader of a clan or a leader of a town or whatever, the episode with the Imperial getting captured and Crosshair, episode 3, and Crosshair's got to go and save him. The leader, female. They're all female leaders because we can't have any male leaders, you know? That's how it comes across. That's how it really comes across with Disney Star Wars. They basically decide to stay and help these Wookiees. There's a very small amount of Wookiees go up against all these tanks. The Wookiees talk to the trees and the trees come up with a plan to basically move all of these tanks and everything into that spider nest that they come across near the beginning of the episode or the beginning of the adventure, and these spider creatures end up taking them all out. The leader of them ends up going after the Jedi, and basically he just wins. He takes him out. They basically stop the fires. They come out and say,
The fire! It's spreading too fast!
Okay, so based on the fact that basically the guy did a massive circle with his flamethrower, and she's saying that the fires are moving too fast, Hunter goes, quick, let's get the Wookiees help. And then the next thing you know, they've put the fires out, and it's in this very small circular area. But the fire's spreading so fast, it's just, oh, it's lame. It's so very fucking lame. Oh my god. Of course, we have another Jedi survivor as well. Like I said, it's just basically boring. They say that they could get used to this. You know, that Hunter talks about how they're just kids and they don't get to be kids. You know, the Jedi's running away from the Empire, and of course Omega is running away from the Empire too with these guys. The leader says something about the trees are sad when the young kids leave, and then when they come back, the trees sing a song. Amazing. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. It is honestly another filler episode. Yes, the Empire's bad. We know that the Empire's bad. The Empire's so very bad. I don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is. This was just... We're 6 episodes into the Bad Batch, Season 2. And realistically, nothing has really happened that has really changed anything. They're still working for Sid. They're still trusting Sid. Sid keeps sending them out on these adventures, which actually turn out to go completely bad every time. Sid sent them out to go and sell these chain codes. The result of that is that they basically shoot up the place, kill half the droids that are actually running the place, save a Wookiee Jedi, and send him back to Kashyyyk, kill and get discovered that they've got a Jedi with them, and kill half the Trandoshans and half the Empire that's there. With a bunch of people, with a handful or 2 handfuls worth of Wookiees and clones, they take out like 10 tanks. I'm exaggerating a little bit with the 10 tanks. If there are all those fucking SEALs out there that are sitting there loving this, okay, maybe it was like 5 or 6 tanks. It is lame as fuck. So very, very bad. So very, very poorly put together. Poorly written. Poorly executed. Just shit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.